Louisville was a disaster. And Pat Kelsey has come in and turned it around quickly in the ACC. And tonight they hammer SMU, and they do it on the road, 98-73. They were up 50-25, nearly doubled up the Mustangs at halftime. This team is hot. I mean, what else can you say about what Kelsey has done? Fixing this thing fast, Matt McCall, incredible. And they just blitzkrieged SMU tonight.
You know, like you see these players that transfer up. And I'm going to use Rain Smith as an example. And Goodman saw him a lot more than I saw him because he lived in Charleston. So he was there a bunch for this. This dude made 10 threes tonight. Louisville as a team made 19 threes. They shot 42. They made 19 on the road. Think about that. And sometimes you see these guards, you're like, is he good enough? Is he good enough to play in the ACC? I don't know. Athletically, can he guard anybody? I don't care. I don't care if you can guard anybody. When you can make 10 threes in a single game, man. And it's just, Kelsey's energy is infectious, and he's nonstop, and he is who he is. And we talked earlier about Forbes and being one of the most likable guys in college basketball. The whole Kelsey thing, it's not an act. That's who he is.
No.
His energy is infectious. It's who he is. I mean, the guy's driving down the road the other day, and we see a video that goes viral on Twitter when he's throwing up the L's to the fans going by him in his truck. Like, it's just that the guy's nonstop. I mean, God bless his wife. I mean, I can't even imagine what she has to deal with in terms of this guy. But, it's impressive to see because the program was not in good shape at all. And, these fans were starving. I coached a game in the TBT in Louisville, the basketball tournament over the summer. And I remember sitting there, like, these Louisville Cardinal fans are lined up outside to see Peyton Siva, who hasn't played in 7-8 years, whatever it may be. Like, they're starving. He was the right hire, 1,000%. And he's got them at 8-1 in the league. I mean, they're a game behind Duke in terms of first place. I mean, it's impressive. There's no question about it.
No, he was the right guy. I mean, he was the opposite of Kenny Payne in a lot of ways. Right? Like, Kenny Payne didn't have a ton of energy. Kelsey comes in and he just riles up the entire fan base right away. He's organized. His players play hard. There's no, every time you felt like you saw a Kenny Payne post-game press conference, you felt like there was kind of, something there that he said that he shouldn't have said, right? There was always something going on in that program. Now it's been fairly quiet and uneventful other than a couple injuries, which in a way I think have forced Pat Kelsey to shorten the rotation. Instead of playing 10 guys like he normally did at Charleston, now he's down to, 8 guys. And you look at Rain Smith, and he's an elite shooter. And you look at James Scott, and he's getting time right now. And I said this when I saw him last year. I said, I think he can play for North Carolina. I said it all last year. I was like, I don't want to run him out of Charleston, but this kid can transfer. He could play for North Carolina. And right now, he would be North Carolina's best big man. He would be a difference maker for the Tar Heels. And right now, he's becoming a difference maker for Louisville. But I made fun of Rob Doster all preseason because he went overboard with Louisville. I mean, overboard. And I like
you made fun of Rob Doster?
Like, never.
Really? Yeah. You and Rob Doster made fun of each other?
Never.
That actually happens? Oh, okay.
Well, he just went crazy with it. He was like dark horse Final Four team.
Well, he was down in the Bahamas. He's sipping Mai Tais. Him and T.O. were down there. They were sitting courtside.
Do we buy it now? Do we buy dark horse Final Four?
I mean, they could be, I guess. It's not insane to say. It's just, again, you look at him and you're still like, I mean, Chucky Hepburn's been awesome. And Rain Smith has turned into, like, he's just got that confidence, that swagger that it didn't matter that he went from Charleston to Louisville in the ACC. And frankly, let's also say, it's not like he's going from the CAA to the old ACC, right? It's not as big of a jump this year as it would have been 5-10 years ago.
That's a good point.
Very, very valid point. Well, huge win for Louisville. They were on fire shooting the basketball, and they just kind of hammered SMU.
19 threes.
Dude, you talk about being hungry. They got fed. I mean, that was buffet. If they were starving, they got a little prime rib and a little salad and, a cream corn and the whole thing. They stacked that plate. They stacked it. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. When we do, Tennessee tonight, really good defensively. They continue to dominate at home. We'll talk about it next on